Effective policing is achieved when the police is seen as a community and the community as the police. In the current atmosphere of the Black Lives Matter protest and the ongoing suspicion and distrust between the members of the black community and the police, Stepped In, Step Out UK presents an interactive platform to engage the black community, both serving and retired police officers. The aim is to explore real and perceived perceptions, address key challenges, and pave the way for trust and confidence building in UK policing.
My name is David Otto. I am the director for Stepped In, Step Out. This specific program looks at trust between the black communities and black officers in the UK. There is a huge existence of distrust between the black communities and black police officers, but also police officers in general. I put these questions to these senior officers on what they envision the overall impact of the trust between the local black communities and the police in general. And this is what they had to say.
My name is Janet Hills and I'm the chair of the Metropolitan Black Police Association. I am a serving police officer with 29 years service, and I've been the chair for the Metropolitan Black Police Association for the past 7 years. Members of the public and black communities need to see that police are transparent and they are held accountable for their actions in terms of the way black communities feel that they're being policed.
Police in the black community are not providing a service. A Black Lives Matter movement wants to make sure that black people receive fair and equitable policing. And we'll talk about all these things. Why do police officers, why do police organisations behave in a way that makes it look as though they treat black people differently?
Yeah, I support the initiative that David Otto is doing. I feel that it allows for black officers and black communities to have a voice in the most key areas where change is needed.
I think this programme will give us an opportunity to discuss some of the issues behind the COVID-19 pandemic and the Black Lives Matter movement.
The black community believes that the bridge between the police and the community is broken. How do we build this bridge again?
I think these initiatives for people like myself who've retired and worked alongside the police service, black officers who are still working the police service, I think it's really important that we talk to our community. Now, I did some of this when I was serving and my colleagues still do so, but one thing I felt and we still feel we don't do enough is just to talk to our community, just to talk about what the experience is like of being in the police service, talk about the good things, talk about the benefits that it brings, but also talk about some of the things that we see as challenges that we can actually address together. It's important because it's not much point having, for me, 35 years police experience, my colleagues very similar, and also have black officers, black men and women who are working as police officers, and not be able to share our experience with you to make sure that you are safe and your community is safe. So it's important to have that dialogue, and a programme like this will actually make sure that it gives you access to our experience, our knowledge and our advice to you.
Policing is a fantastic career, and unfortunately, unless you have the mentors, you have the role models in that space, you would never get to find that out. I was fortunate enough to have a brother that served in the police force, so I followed in his footsteps. For a lot of our black communities, we don't know anyone within, and therefore it's difficult to know whether the grass is greener. Don't get me wrong, I think that you will have your challenges, but you could possibly have that in any occupation that you decided to go for. I feel that policing needs black people, needs black communities to be involved in how our communities are policed. And that's the only way we're going to change the status quo as it stands at the moment. So there may be a little bit of mistrust, but if you feel that you've got what you need to join the police service, then I would say yes. And if you need to speak to anyone in relation to that, then the Black Police Association are there to provide you mentoring, to sort of show you where our role models are, so that actually you can get the feel of it before you actually decide to join.
Now that you've heard the very interactive answers from the top police officers retired and serving. I hope that this program is going to generate enough attention and enough engagement from the black communities and also the black police officers